In the United States, anxiety disorders cost us $48 billion each year. This is almost 1/3 of the total mental health bill of $148 billion a year. In America, there's 20% of teens who are diagnosed with anxiety, and this is not including the teenagers who don't seek medical attention. Teenage anxiety is becoming more and more frequent, so people are wanting to know more about anxiety, the causes of it, and even the treatment methods. So let's know the basics of anxiety. Anxiety in teenagers is a natural stress reaction, and it can be good or bad. Good being stressing over a test that's coming up, or your first time driving, or even a tryout. And a bad reaction would be like calling the doctor, like stressing over that, or stressing over asking your teacher a question. Anxiety can begin at the age of 4 years old and increase throughout your life. It can either get better or it can get worse as you get older. Your teenage years make you more vulnerable for anxiety disorders and depression disorders. And I got this information from LiveMD and the University of Glasgow. So now that we know what anxiety is, what are some causes? Some causes of teenage anxiety could be the urge for social media 24/7 and what social media tells you you need to do and the standards that are on there, which are practically impossible to meet. Parents being overprotective of children with anxiety, so, for example, not letting them go and doing something that would help them get over their fear. So when they get to college, it would only make things worse because of their experience they missed out on while they were still at home. And teens using drugs and alcohol can also increase their anxiety level. And I got this information from Deborah Beck and the University of Glasgow. Since there are many causes of anxiety, let's know the treatments. You can treat your anxiety by seeing a psychologist, a clinical social worker, or even visiting a counselor. There are many medications on the market to help you with your anxiety. There's lower doses of medication and higher depending on the level that you have. You can also use cognitive behavioral therapy and relaxation techniques. Cognitive behavioral therapy is basically becoming aware of your disorder and trying to help it, and relaxation techniques you can do from your house. Half of the teens today use drugs and alcohol to cope with their disorder, which is really, it's only a temporary treatment and it's not healthy for your body in the long run. A smaller workload will also help to tend to lowering your levels of anxiety because teachers tend to give out higher workloads now and not giving the students enough time to finish their work and be prepared for class the next day. So now that we know what anxiety is, its causes, and its treatments, what can we do to help it? Like I said in the beginning, teenage anxiety is beginning to be more and more frequent, and so now that we know everything about it, we can be more helpful to the world. Many people do have this disorder in all different levels, and I'm sure even people in the audience do. Even though there is an increasing number of 20% of teens in America who have the anxiety disorder, we can choose to help change this and prevent it later. As Sigmund Freud once said, the act of birth is the first experience of anxiety and the source and prototype of anxiety.